Alright guys, this is going to be the tutorial for the Spectator Cuts to the Aces version 1. We'll call this version 1. Then I got another version which will be in another video, but we'll talk about that in a different video. So here's what you do. You need the 4 aces obviously, and your setup is actually really simple. They can be in any order, it doesn't matter. They just go right on top and you're good to go. That's it. That's all you need to do. If you follow everything I did in the performance, it'll work. But I want to just give you a reasoning on why it works, okay? So I always start out doing a couple false shuffles so they don't think the deck's, in a specific set order or anything like that. Then you're going to have them cut into 4 more or less equal piles. So they cut the cards in about 4 piles like that. Then you're going to have them pick up any pile. Make sure that you know the aces are on this pile, okay? So you want them to use that pile last. You'll see why in a minute. So let's just say they pick up this pile. And you can do this using like a magician's choice type thing, like say something like, go ahead and just point to a pile, and if they point to this pile, then you say, okay, and go ahead and point to another pile, and you keep having them point to piles until there's 1 pile left. And if they point to any other pile, you just have them pick that pile up. Okay, so you say, like, point to a pile, and they point to this one. You say, go ahead and pick that up, and then take 3 cards off the top, put them on the bottom. Okay, and you say, and deal 1 card here, 1 card here, and 1 card here. Good job. Okay, point to another pile. Okay, point to a different pile this time. So if they point to this pile, you say, okay, and go ahead and point to another pile, and you're doing the same thing. If they point to either of these 2 piles, then you just tell them pick it up. So if they point to this pile, you say, okay, go ahead and pick that up, take 3 off the top, put them on the bottom. And then you're going to do 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. Good job. Okay. And go ahead and point to another pile. If they point to this pile, you're good to go. If they point to this pile, say, okay, go ahead. So that one's, so you've eliminated that packet and you're left with this one. Go ahead and pick that packet up. So it works out in your favor either way. Just use magician's choice. 3 off the top, put them on the bottom, and then you tell them to do 1, 1, and 1. Okay. So now that's all done. You're left with this. On this last packet, you're left with 3 cards. 3 random cards, and then the 4 aces. Okay, so this is gonna help us set this up. You tell them take 3 cards, put them on the bottom. So now you're at the aces. They deal 1 card here, 1 card here, and 1 card here. And they're actually dealing the aces onto the piles. Okay, so that and now you just want to put your showmanship into it. Recap everything that's happened. And then, say like the cards were shuffled, you cut them into 4 piles anywhere you wanted to. Then the piles were mixed up, and we couldn't know where any of these cards, or what any of these top cards are, right? All I have to do is wave my hands, snap my fingers, and actually does something a little bit weird. Go ahead and turn over the top card of every pile, and they turn them over and reveal the 4 aces. So that's a really neat effect, and very simple. Great effect for beginners to get into. So that is my version 1 of Spectator Cuts to the Aces.